Welcome to Jam Podcast Live. We're three guys that smell like soda. Baja Blast, baby. Let's go. Take it away, Adam.
Maybe we could put our phones on mute.
Why?
Yeah, someone's phone is not on mute.
No, that's actually not my phone. That was a thing that I had queued up to be perfectly right after I was done talking.
Do you smell that?
Let's get ready to rumble. Ding.
Check my shoes.
That's like cracking a beer in the morning.
Can you imagine? It is Saturday.
Woot. It's Woot Beal.
Woo!
Somebody's disguising their adult beverage with a Mountain Dew can.
Yeah, it's
We are missing Matt this morning. He had a family emergency. Our thoughts and prayers are with Matt, Sam, and her family. So
Absolutely.
Love you, brother.
Good luck, guys. So, we unfortunately missed last week. One of us couldn't be here, and it ruined the whole show. So, Doug apologizes for that. But,
I know my schedule.
it was late, and
Yo, let's just say if Doug can't make it, none of us can.
It wasn't Doug's fault, guys.
I do love breaking things and blaming others.
The guy to my left had a whoopsie on his schedule.
Yo, but imagine this. Imagine getting the text, hey guys, I'm just going to run over, set it up at 7 o'clock in the morning, but nobody wants to wake up.
Yeah, when there's no one up at my house.
Yeah,
you guys still could have done it.
He
What,
came
you're
up-
telling me you have a key to my
Absolutely
front
no
door?
work ethic.
Yo,
Absolutely.
you are the guy that yells at everybody for, not putting stuff together in time, and then you became the guy that nobody, like, you couldn't hide from it anymore.
I just want to know with a 7 a.m. comment, do you also have a key to my house?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had one.
Okay.
I do.
I know you do.
Have I ever used it?
Oh, not that I'm aware
That's
of.
what I was just going to say.
Oh, man.
Not that you know, but I haven't.
Next subject. What are we talking about?
All right, so maybe we should quick go over those games, get them out of the way from a couple weeks ago, our picks.
Yo, good week for somebody. Good week.
That was week 6, right?
Yes,
Week
it was.
5?
This week is week 7, right?
Yeah, this is week 7, so our week 5 picks we didn't go over because we weren't here.
Oh, we didn't go over them?
That's right. Yeah, because we weren't here. And then
See?
we picked anyway.
See, and then we had week 6. Okay, so
Yeah, so we really aren't ready, but we're going to be.
week 5. Let's go over it. It was first game was Broncos at Philly, and you know what? I apologize here. I don't have the final score. Usually we talk about that, but I'll make it kind of quick. So we all took the Broncos.
Did they win?
And
The
they did.
the Broncos won. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yep. Broncos
Thanks,
won. And then the next game was the
Best surprise of the
Texans at the. Was that Ravens?
year. I love how you can't read your own
Yes.
writing.
No, because I'm using R's and T's.
I know.
Okay.
We've been through this.
So that could be Redskins or Ravens.
Or Rams?
Or
Yeah.
no, I use this. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I'm so used to saying like St. Louis.
Yeah, or it could
So
be
anyhow,
Raiders.
So what do you use for the
It could
Rams?
be, yeah. Or the Raiders.
What do you mean?
He probably goes RA, and then he can't figure out if it's a Ram or a Raider.
Okay, this is getting off. So the Texans won that game. We all took the Texans except for Adam. He thought the Ravens would win that game,
Yeah, no, he even went on this big speech
Even
like
with
they're
the
still the
extras.
Ravens.
and they're like, aren't they like 1-5 now or something?
Yo, they're missing half their team, and he's still taking
Listen, don't tell me about missing half their team. Okay, I'm missing half my team,
and you're still.
We'll go over that soon.
and we're what?
But that's not even his favorite team.
I'm just saying.
Yo,
Your
they're
second
doing good.
favorite.
They're doing good.
So the next one was the Chiefs at the Jags. We all thought the Chiefs would clean up here, and we were completely wrong. The Jags upset the Chiefs.
Who picked them?
3 of us had a score of 37-21.
I forgot.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And you tried to get Matt to do it, but he didn't.
He wasn't.
No. So we all got that one wrong. And then we had the Bucks going into Seattle. Seattle was 3.5-point favorites, and we had 3 people taking Seattle, and yours truly took the Bucks.
I know. I got something in my eye.
So the Bucks won that one. Yahoo! Then we have the game of the week. It was the Redskins at the Chargers. 3 people took the Redskins, and yours truly did not. I had the Chargers beating them 42-41, but that didn't happen. So
Who's yours truly?
the guy talking.
Adam.
Adam didn't say a word in the last.
Here we go. It's going to be another upset
my
thing.
God.
So that brought us to the week that we had in week 5. Matt and Donnie led the week at 5-2, then Adam at 4-3, and then yours truly at 3-4. Yeah. With that said, the standings were yours truly in first at 22-13, and then the rest of the gang at 20-15. So it's actually a pretty close. Pretty
It
close.
was.
Yeah.
Wow, what a slide.
And that's even with me trying to change it up and make it interesting, right? Like
Yeah.
to make it harder to get ahead or
that'll
easier to
teach you.
come from behind, right?
That'll teach you.
Yeah.
I like when it's soft and easy.
Me too.
So anyhow,
Give it a push.
missing you a lot right now, Matt. So week 6. Week 6 was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
And I do have these scores all written down for us, so this will be fun. First game, we had Pats going to the Saints. The Pats beat them 25-19. Matt said 24-10. Donnie said 27-17. Adam said 17-10. Yours truly came really close at 24-17.
I feel like this yours truly thing's going to be.
Yeah, what's the yours truly? Here's the thing.
I want yours truly to
There it
be
is.
able to see the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyhow,
I think I was the closest, even though you say yours truly was.
no, I'm a 3-point difference and you're a 4-point difference.
Donnie, the camera's like throwing my OCD off.
So anyhow,
You see, it's like.
Yo, you're the type of guy that like stands in the bathroom just making faces
I'm the
at
type of
yourself in
guy
the mirror.
who likes
He is. I'm the type of guy, but he's looking at himself on camera and he
No,
keeps
like,
So Seattle,
This.
then we had Seattle going to the Jags,
yo, right in the middle.
and Seattle pretty much handled this one 20-12. Matt said 42-28 Seattle, but he got it right.
That's it.
Donnie said 42-24 Jags. Adam, Jags 24-14. And yours truly taking Seattle 31-22.
I can't believe that. What happened to the Jaguars?
So, game 3 of that week, we have the 49ers at Tampa Bay. And I am the only loser to say, because I will never pick against my team.
Samesies.
So,
It worked in my favor.
it was
for 3 points.
30-19. We pretty much got almost by 2 touchdowns. So 30-19. Where are we at here? Oh, Matt said 28-17.
Damn.
That's pretty close.
Damn.
Donnie said 38-21.
Not even close.
And Adam said 35-21. So Matt with another close pick.
It's like he knows.
He has one of those booklets from Back to the Future, too.
Yeah.
I think that's how he's doing it.
Okay.
I wonder when he came back.
What's his name? McFly?
No.
No,
Biff or
McFly was
whatever.
his
Oh,
dad.
Biff,
Yeah,
Biff.
Biff. Yeah, Biff was a gambler back in the day, and he stole his book.
So then we had the Bills at the Falcons. Falcons almost by 2 touchdowns. They beat them by 10, 24-14, which I'll be honest, I thought it'd be a little bit more scoring from both teams,
The
but
other team?
I didn't see. Yeah, well, one person thought that Buffalo would win. Not a chance.
What happened? This was the Buffalo team in game 1 that went up against an amazing Ravens
Yeah, how they do,
and came back
and they won.
40-25.
The Ravens
and then that fourth quarter
did
just
not-
blew them up.
Does not have the defense that the Falcons have.
We'll talk about that in a second once we cover old news.
Where
So-
was that defense during the Phantoms?
So
I mean, the Carolina
Anyhow.
Panthers.
Matt said Falcons 28-24. Donnie thought the Bills would have been 28-10. We'll go to that one. And then Adam said 35-30, and I said 34-33. But we got that all right, except for Donnie, but not scoring like we thought it would be.
Right.
And then we have the game of the week, which saw the Lions going into Kansas City. We were split there. Two of us thought the Lions would win, and two said Kansas City. So I think the score was Lions 30, Kansas City 17. Donnie was pretty close with this one. He said Kansas City would win. Oh, wait, Lions won. I have it backwards. Look at me.
Lions didn't win.
What?
The Lions didn't win that game. Kansas City won.
You gotta let me go in and check. I might have written it down wrong. The Chiefs did win, so I was right. I just had this one backwards.
Do it all for the
No, I just had this one backwards. That's all. I was talking and writing.
Oh,
so,
left-hand side of the brain.
Yeah. So, yeah, Donnie was close. 31-20, right? And what was it? 30-17. So it was a pretty close guess. Estimate.
Yeah, almost a point.
Yeah,
extra point.
Almost, yeah. And Adam said Kansas City would win 28-14. And then Matt and I both took the Lions. So on this week, Adam had the best week. He went 6-1.
Don't call it a comeback.
It is. You're trying.
He went 6-1. Donnie went 5-2. Matt went 4-3. And your leader is no longer your leader. I went 3-4.
Yours truly.
My good luck trophy.
Holding the helmet.
There he is on the sidelines.
You're so funny.
No, but look at how good I did. I went 5-2, I think, and got the 3-pointer.
24-18. Okay. After 6 weeks, we have a new leader in the clubhouse. Adam is 26-16.
Bringing up the bottom still.
Yep. Donnie and I are tied at 25-17.
Are you serious? Matt has this?
And Matt is in last place, 24-18.
I'm in first.
Yeah, Adam was in first at 26. He had the 6-1 week. So again, it's still really, really close.
A 6-1 week, you go from last to foist.
No, tied for last.
Tied for second.
Tied for last also.
Right.
Man.
So, with that said,
Good job, Adam.
All right, new news.
You
So
really knew how to-
I do want to. We talked about it for a second. I said we'll hold it off, and I'm the Falcons guy, so I want to talk Falcons. Decent win, right? Go into the bye week. And come out.
I have an appointment.
And handle. The Falcons haven't allowed 300 yards of offense yet.
no.
If I told you guys that, would you believe me?
Do you know where they're ranked?
Yes.
Total and
Two, maybe?
No,
Where are they at?
fourth.
Fourth? Maybe they're two in passing. I think they're two in passing yards allowed. But anyway, doesn't matter. I would have never guessed. Completely revamped defense.
Yeah.
I guessed it. I said it all
I saw it
along.
coming. I saw it coming.
I thought I didn't want to believe.
I mean, I should have picked
like
them.
You saw it, but I've been
Yeah.
saying it, and you know I've been saying
I
it.
had hope, and the Falcons have squashed my hope so many times. This one time they were winning the Super Bowl. I don't want to get into it, but
What was the score of that? 28-13?
I don't remember. But anyway,
How do you remember that?
so
Who was
You
your
got him off track.
Who was your OC? Sorry.
He has
Who
his
was your
eyes
OC?
closed,
One last
hands
question.
are out.
it was Shanahan.
What's his first name?
Kyle.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Anyway, so they come out, shut down the Bills' offense, which they do have
Which is incredible.
a couple injuries, right?
Mhm.
But so do the Falcons. They don't have their left tackle. They don't have their right tackle. They're missing Darnell Mooney, who's that guy that opens things up for the rest of the
Was
receivers.
Terrell out too?
AJ Terrell played this game. No, he was out. He was out. He's coming back
Right?
against the Niners. Maybe he played. I can't remember. He was out for a couple weeks.
Oh no, he played.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Yes, he did play.
But anyway, so finally back. And so it's not like we're a completely healthy team beating up on an unhealthy team. And then they come out, they sack Josh Allen.
How many times?
They sock Josh Allen
Jash.
twice,
times?
maybe three.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm getting
And,
it. Go ahead.
He's usually that guy that will find the crease and get upfield on you and pick up. And he did a couple of times.
Yeah,
pick
but
up 8-10 yards
they
on you.
shut that down.
Yeah.
They really did. They
4
shut
sacks.
With a 4 and 5 man rush. It's not like they were blitzing like crazy to get to him. They were just getting home.
I thought it had to be more than 2 or 3 sacks, but here's the thing: even other than the sacks, they were in his head all game long, and they shut down.
He rolled out to the left,
offense.
and there was a corner blitz behind him, and you could tell he felt it because instead of turning his body and getting that throw out, he flicked it, comes up short, almost picked with our guy diving across the field, and then the game's on the line. Well, first of all, let me back up. Is Bijan Robinson the best player in football, as some people are saying?
So I'm surprised that he doesn't do that every week. I
think he
know
will going
how,
forward.
But when it comes to being the most versatile offensive player I've ever seen, that's literally what it looked like. The most versatile offensive player to ever play the game, pretty much, it looked like during that game.
And they're not just lining him up at tailback and he's making plays. They're putting him out in the slot, bringing him in motion.
Blocks, like
pitching it to him.
Kind of reminds you of CMC.
Blocking.
Yeah.
Because CMC goes out.
Yes and no. So Bijan Robinson's a little different in that he can make someone miss in a phone booth.
Yeah, but he can't take a hit either.
Well,
No,
Bijan can take a hit.
I remember
That's the other crazy
I'm being
thing.
silly.
I remember the interview that they had with Barkley when they were talking.
Yeah, and he said
to
this
Barkley,
kid.
and he said that Bijan is hands down like his cuts.
Yeah, no one ever cut like him. He said.
Yeah, he's just absolutely amazing, and from start to finish,
Saquon Barkley
it was
said
the Bijan show. It was the
And
Bijan.
Saquon's like, and I love how I cut,
No one will
but
ever.
nobody cuts like Bijan Robinson.
Barry Sanders, you guys are
I'll show you some highlights after this. He
I know.
cuts
Have you ever
different
watched
from
Barry
Barry.
Sanders?
Well, Barry was kind of a smooth.
He's
No,
jerked,
he
dude, jerked people like crazy.
I'll show you Bijan after this. It's it's insane what he's doing.
My favorite running back of all time is Barry Sanders because since Barry Sanders, I've never seen anybody lose 13 yards to go 18 yards. You know, like it was exciting every time he got the ball, and that was during a time where the Detroit Lions had no offensive line. They were horrible. Their record wasn't that great, but he would run his ass off every single game.
Imagine it's not to get off sidetrack.
Yeah,
I know you're
I-
talking
sorry,
about
'cause I got
but imagine Barry having the offensive line that Emmitt Smith had.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We're talking about numbers that
I know, but I'm just saying, like
no one could touch. Yeah, that
You're
no
making
one's
that
touched.
as I twitch.
I know, you know.
But we're talking about numbers that no one would touch, probably.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, you could go to, and you could say this about anyone anywhere. Like, take Jim Brown and put him in that offense, or take Marino and put him in New England's offense.
Put him in that Colts offense.
Right, but
Yeah.
so different eras, different times, but still, just something I was thinking about.
Anyway, Bijan.
No, I love Bijan.
And they were talking about getting.
unstoppable.
So people were
Drake
knocking.
London was unstoppable.
People were knocking the Falcons offense for being so pistol eccentric, including myself.
You were knocking it.
And
there we go. Line, 2 split, whatever.
well, it was now at least we're lining up different, right? I'm okay with the pistol. I'm not okay with pistol tight end right, twins left every snap. Like anyway, so back to what I was saying. They in an interview, Raheem said that that's the plan is to get in that pistol because it puts Bijan 2 yards deeper. And that vision that he has, they're trusting that as they're running the stretch
They'll make the right
and the
move.
linemen are all moving, they
make
want
that
the
cut.
blocks to happen, and then he's going to get himself to the second level. That's the entire plan of it. And they're like, when we get under shotgun, now he's at 5 yards instead of 7.
So did they just figure that out this week or what? Because
Well, no, he said in an interview, but they've been running pistol the
That's
whole
why
year.
they've been running it.
but I mean, he just went off, and so did London. I mean, there was just he was always open.
Well,
and it was
Bijan's
crazy.
been a shoelace tackle away from games like this all year.
Yeah.
So he got snagged against the Panthers. He would have went 70 on that one, and he got his ankle clipped and goes down. So he's just stayed on his feet on that 81-yarder. He's been so close to popping off like that.
When it comes to Atlanta, there are games where like the defense is unstoppable, but then you're like, where's the defense? And then you have like the offense.
Now they have it.
Unstoppable, right? But where's the offense? So it's like it seems like just these little tiny things, if they add up, they're just an unstoppable team. And we saw that against Josh Allen had no answers. He was just literally trying to get anything going. They couldn't get out of their own way, and the defense had them in a funk. It was beautiful
Yeah,
to
they're
watch,
squashing.
even though I picked them. I did. I thought it was going to be a close.
So you know how like they'll have team stats and then they highlight the team that highlights stuff. I mean, you guys it's probably too far away for you to kind of see
No,
that.
they can't see,
But
unfortunately.
but look how dominant that
Atlanta
was.
dominated in every category.
Every category, and this is crazy. Like total yards, 443 to 291. If you would have said you're going to limit quarterback for the Bills, I'm just drawing a blank.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Josh.
Yeah, to 157 yards passing before the game. Would you have said, "Oh yeah, he's not getting 160 yards passing"?
I would have guessed that. So I was worried that this was that collapse game where we're like, Atlanta's not real. But maybe they're real.
Yeah. I mean, this is just crazy. Here's the big one I take. I mean, because all of them are, I'm not going to say close, but this is the one that I thought was Buffalo was 2 of 9 on third down efficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then here's what I'm seeing is they're doing the little things. They're making that tackle that would have got broken last year. They're getting an extra couple of yards rushing the ball. They're completing that pass that would have been missed last year. The fingertip just barely missed it, catches. Yeah. They're doing those little things.
This is crazy again. Like total yards was that. So 150 more total yards. Time of possession though, 31.5 to 28.5.
Yeah, it's not.
What was close. Rushing for Buffalo?
134 to 210.
So,
and I think 200 of that or 180 of that was probably.
And Bijan also had like 70 yards receiving. He's our next thousand back that we haven't seen in a long time.
So, anyhow, I thought that was player stats.
And then one last note here is they probably should have beat the Bucs, right? They were 2 Younghoe Koo missed field goals away from beating the Buccaneers. Everyone thinks they shouldn't have collapsed against the Panthers. There's a universe out there where the Falcons are undefeated right now. And I
don't know how they lost that game, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's your squad.
So it's, even if you give them that collapse, we should have beat the Bucs. Younghoe Koo missed those field goals. That's what it came down to.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the Broncos because those 2 losses that we had were like by 1 point and 3 points here. The Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts, they were just so close.
And I will say this, like, not just me being straight, right? Like, Penix wasn't spectacular against the Bills.
He's all right. Yeah, he's just okay. Good.
No, he was good.
He's a starter quality quarterback.
20 of 32 for 250 and 1 touchdown, right? No picks.
Yeah.
No mistakes.
Like a quality game. But Bijan, 19 for 170. It's 8.9 yards a carry.
Yeah.
And Doug, you probably remember early in the season, I'm like, people are kind of shitting on the decisions that Atlanta made in the offseason with their defense. And I was like, I don't understand why. Like
I told you, like, and we've discussed how you guys need better defense. You need better defense for years, right? Yeah. We talked about this. And I was shocked that they did make the trade and draft up to get another, but
it seems to have been the right plan.
Look what's happening.
Yeah. And I think you still
when we took Penix,
one blitzing defense.
Well, think about what happened. We took Penix. Everyone shit on us. Seems like it's probably the right idea. Then we take 2 edge rushers. People shit on us. Seems to be the right. And then we doubled up on secondary players. People shit on us. Seems to have been the right idea.
There was a thing that I forget who said it, but they were talking about how when you blitz somebody like Josh, and you got to be careful because he'll find an opening. Yep. He'll always find an opening.
He'll find a gap.
There was just no answers, and in your team blitzes more than any team in the NFL right now, and it was he couldn't get out of his own way.
Yeah, they're in love with the 5-man.
There was no lane to run, right? And they were just getting to him.
I'm laughing about a stat I just put together.
All right.
Buffalo had 291 yards of offense. You want to take a guess at what Bijan had?
Who what?
250?
Not quite.
What do you have?
239.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, Bijan's on fire right now.
So I just thought that was and 10 catches for 158 for London.
Yeah, he looked great. He
needs to start having
tough,
those games.
Smash mouth receiver. Like
Pitts had 3 catches for 18 yards.
Didn't it look like London almost got hurt there too for a second?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. I was like, oh my God.
Anyway, I glazed the Falcons for a little while here. Doug, how are your Niners doing? Still only 1 loss.
Yeah, because Mac Jones has I won't say he creates a quarterback controversy, but he's looked good. But who's this wide receiver he's throwing to? Do you know the connection?
No.
What, college?
And they were together in New England.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And they have been. It's crazy because now I will tell you this: we get
Who's chatting, Adam?
That would be a bot.
Yo, ban. Bot.
but we get our tight end back Kittle today. That's why I wore his jersey. He's back.
Yeah, baby.
But Kendrick Bourne has just been ridiculous for them. The game we lost against the Bucks, I don't want to say Mac Jones was terrible. He wasn't good. 27 of 39 for 347 yards, no touchdowns, but 2 picks. Like if there'd been no touchdowns, no picks, maybe the game's closer, you know. McCaffrey, they kind of shut down McCaffrey. 17 carries for 54 yards, and he had 7 catches for 57. So still over 100 yards from scrimmage total. But Kendrick Bourne, 5 catches for 142 yards against the Bucks. So, you know, trying to get back to where.
Well, so I forget who was talking. It might have been Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp. But they were saying they didn't think that, oh my God, Brock Purdy was going to come back. I can't remember if it was them or not. I could be wrong, so don't mark me there. But whoever was talking was saying they don't think he's going to come back because they play the Texans next week. And it's a much more favorable matchup. So they're saying if they put in Brock Purdy and he loses this game, does it immediately start the controversy? Like Mac Jones would not have lost.
So they actually.
So they're saying
That sounds
bring
like
him back against the
sounds
Texans.
like something Kimmel would say. Are you sure?
It was not.
Okay.
But anyway, it was actually, you know, football minds discussing it, and they're saying, are they trying to avoid the controversy? Is he ready to come back? Is he hurt? And they're just keeping him out on safety. But it's better off if Mac Jones loses a game and then Purdy comes back.
So I mean, they played the Rams, who coming into the season, Rams had like a top 10 or 11 defense. So they were supposed to be able to, you know, help contain teams. Mac went 33 of 49 for 342 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Rams.
So, yeah, he's looked good.
Yeah, he has been looking good.
Kendrick Bourne, 10 catches for 142 yards. Like, so what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't know at the end of the day, like what.
As a fan, what would you like to see happen?
Oh, I'd like to see us keep winning.
Well, yeah, but which quarterback? Well, like, what are your thoughts?
Purdy.
Yeah, you think bring him back?
I, only because I think there's less mistakes and better accuracy.
Yeah.
More
consistent.
For me, if you blocked out their faces and put them both out there, I don't know if I could pick who's who. Like, they're so similar in quarterbacks to me.
Well, you'd have to block out their number, too.
So they're both kind of mobile, not really. You know what I mean? They both have decent accuracy. They don't have huge arms. They're smart quarterback. So I don't know. You create a controversy because they're so similar, maybe.
Well, you know what they say about quarterback controversies. Then you have a coach controversy.
We've had enough of them.
Then you get a coach controversy, which is like your dream come true. And then, you know, Chucky comes back.
That would be wild. Anyway, how are the Broncos looking, Donnie?
So, defense looked amazing. That game against the Jets was one of the most frustrating games I've ever seen because the Broncos get the ball, they go straight down, they can't figure out how to get into the end zone, and they kick a field goal. And then they get the ball. Well, first of all, they fumble the ball. So they get the ball, they fumble the ball, and these turnovers, these always can't they can't get anything good yardage wise on first and second downs. They always have a third and long. It's always a drive killer. And then the penalties on offense this year have been insane. Actually, the penalties in that game have been insane. It just seems like they always get going. They're looking good while they're on their way. They could never finish it in the end zone. So it was a field goal disaster, except for the one pass that he looked absolutely amazing, and he did get a touchdown.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but were you guys
just
losing?
Constantly carrying them through every single game.
Yeah, you guys were losing going in the fourth quarter. And then
Yeah. So we're losing going in, and we always have to come back somehow. It's always in my mind, the Broncos game is always a point, 3 points, a point or 3 points, where if the Broncos could just go down, stop making these mistakes. The turnovers were bad for the Broncos, but turning the ball over, penalties.
There was
The
a
third down,
safety.
and you saw it against the Eagles. People are talking about how great they were against the Eagles. What they don't know is the first 2.5 quarters of the Broncos, almost no yards. Bo Nix can't get out of his own way. And to me, it's Bo just has a lot of something to do. I can't put my finger on it, but
So were you watching the game?
yeah, I watched the whole game.
I didn't get to watch it, but I'm trying to understand how they got the safety. Bo Nix steps back to pass incomplete, deep right intended to Franklin. Penalty on Denver.
Yeah.
Offensive holding, 3 yards accepted. Penalty on Denver. T. Franklin, offensive pass interference, 10 yards decline and safety. So
he must have got safetied while throwing the ball.
Throwing the
there was
ball.
pass interference on the play. Then
which I didn't even know you could do. I didn't know that would be a safety.
okay.
So if the quarterback is standing in the end zone, he throws the ball. And if it's, I guess, an offensive pass interference,
It's a safety.
it's a safety.
Well, I don't know that that's.
Is that what happened?
I don't. No. I think he dropped back to throw and did get tackled. I'd have to rewatch the play, but I think he did get tackled.
So anyway, so that safety,
but there's also interference.
now all of a sudden, instead of it being 10-9, it's 11-9. They're down by a point, and they have to come back. And we know that as a Bronco fan, the offense, they could go down and they could score a field goal to win, which they did, and they needed to do. But if we're ever in a situation where the offense can put the game away, and you could just go into your victory stance and shut it down, we have had so many opportunities to do that, and we can't do it. The defense always has to try to win the game for them, and the defense has tried every single game and has been victorious 4 times out of 6 times. How they keep this close, like the defense is carrying our offense so tough, and if anything is coming great from the Broncos, it's always in the fourth quarter. These are the most frustrating 3 quarters of my life, every game that I watch, every single week, and his yards were so horrible the past 2 games. If you go back and you look at the statistics of their third downs, how they cannot come, they can't get first downs when it's.
It was a tough
down.
matchup. It was the Jets.
I thought, well, their defense was. I thought their defense was pretty
Yeah, the
decent.
Jets are okay.
I was just trying to find where he got the safety. I can't find it.
Vader has a question that we can cover, and I'll get to that in 1 second here. But I'm glad you brought up penalties because Matt wanted me to bring up how the Chiefs lost, right? Mm-hmm. They had 10 penalties accepted against them. And in this last game, they had 0 penalties, and they won.
0
accepted penalties, yes.
You see where they have.
Is that the second time this year they had 0 penalties?
I don't know that. He just wanted me to bring up how they had 0
see where they have
penalties.
the side-by-side in the same game where they have this guy holding, but then their guy holding, and it gets called here, but it doesn't get called here. Or when you spike a football in somebody's face and spin the ball, and that's taunting over here, but when Mahomes does it over here, it's not called. So, it's just the non-calls for them and the calls for others when it's the same thing, really kind of interesting.
And now Rashee Rice is out of football jail. so he's allowed to play again. He's back.
Yeah, right.
He's
They're going to
back.
be at full strength.
Yep.
And so I just wanted to cover that quick. Matt wanted to talk about how interesting that is, that his, the Darth Vader of the Broncos, got away with a couple things maybe.
Yeah, might have.
But so Vader asks, are the Birds, he's an Eagles fan,
Mm-hmm.
going to get it together this week with Carson Wentz returning with the Vikings? Sorry if you guys covered it. We did not, Joe. So Carson Wentz and the Vikings coming back.
That is one of our games that we picked.
Yep. It's a game that we're choosing one of
You almost said
Big
game of the
Doug's
week.
big
No, that's the Colts and Chargers.
big D picks of the week. But anyway, so maybe that brings us into that portion of the news. But to talk about the Eagles, Sirianni. So here every year it seems Sirianni, they're threatening like, fire Sirianni. This guy, he can't get it done, and then they turn it around and they win a Super Bowl. So maybe that's that part of the season that's happening right now.
It's pretty frustrating because of all the weapons they have. They literally have all the weapons, and to watch that offense be a lethargic. You know what Hurts can do when he's back there. You spread them out. I mean, it seems like the guy should be able to get 2 to 5 yards whenever he wants 2 to 5 yards, and then the quadruple tush push, which I was so happy to see.
Yeah, that was fun.
I wanted to see, they can't ban it. They didn't ban it. Whatever. We're gonna push it 4 times. When I had Barkley to score a touchdown and they won't hand it to him 1 time. In a parlay, right? Just give Barkley a touchdown. Not only that, but they hardly give Barkley the ball, which I also don't understand.
Yeah, he's only averaging 60, 70 yards this season.
So here is, we were talking about Bijan and how well they're utilizing him and how amazing Barkley is. And let's talk about how they're not utilizing him at all, even close to his potential. Passing, rushing, they just don't give him the ball when they should.
Well, he does push.
So I'm going to dive in here because I want
sure he does push.
I want to pull in Saquon's stats. So
All right.
They're so
week 4
low.
or week 1 against Dallas, 18 carries. So he's getting the ball, 18 carries, 60 yards.
They gave him the ball a lot back.
Not really.
Second week, 22 carries, 88 yards. That's his high for the season, by the way.
Hasn't had 100 yards.
18 carries against the Rams, 46 yards. 19 carries against the Bucks, 43 yards. 6 carries against Denver, 30 yards. 12 carries against the Giants, 58 yards. He has 1 game over 60 yards.
Yeah.
And Vader, feel free. Good, he did put something because I was also add your thoughts on why you think Saquon, even though he's getting the 20 touches, isn't producing. What your thoughts are on that? But he goes on to say, it's the offensive coordinator and Mike Strahan made a good point after a Super Bowl. Heads swell, and everyone can feel like they are the reason the Eagles have been successful. They need to go back to playing team football and put players' prides to the side, or it's going to cost them too many games this year.
Yeah, it really does seem the underlining here out of everybody is stats are one thing, but how do you actually hand them the ball? Early on, they'd hand it to him on first down almost every single time. He would almost not get anything. And then they wouldn't hand it to him again for a while. So it was so predeterminable, if that's a word, that you knew when he was getting the ball because they kept doing it that way. And then there's this culture thing that just ain't snapping with them. They're just not flowing. They're almost, I don't know how it is off the field, but on the field, they're just not clicking. They're not. They can't. There's something there that just ain't working, and it doesn't make sense to me.
If you take out the game against Denver with only 6 carries, which blows my mind.
Me too.
Okay, he's only averaging 17 carries per game, not touches, carries per game.
It's about half of what he should be getting.
He should be getting 25 carries a game, right?
Yeah.
And he only has 1 game with 22 touches.
And they should be getting him involved in all these screens that they do, all these little drops, passes, and they're not doing any of that.
He has 19 catches over, 6 games now, so that's 3 a game?
Yeah.
But Why is he not getting 25 carries?
Back when we had Arthur Smith, I had a very similar complaint in that why is Bijan getting 10 touches a game? Why is Tyler Algier getting, 8 touches a game? When you got 2 running backs and the Eagles have another guy who can carry the ball, but you got the guy. Like, give him the ball. It's 3rd down and 2. Why is it in our quarterback's hands to tush push?
Yeah, every time.
So can I go back to a Super Bowl a couple years ago when CMC carried us for the first 3 quarters? And then all of a sudden, an offensive coordinator, you might know his name, became a head coach for another team.
Is it a Stranahan or something like that?
Yeah.
Decides, you know what? Let's just start passing the ball.
Yeah.
What? What are you doing?
Go with what works.
Well,
man.
What are you doing?
Here's what the Eagles are eliminating.
Well, here's what you just said, is that somebody like Barkley, if you're handing the ball off and it ain't working, get him involved other ways.
Yeah.
He's your star. That's
He's a
when
playmaker.
You need to find a way to get the ball to that man. You start, throwing him little passes here and there. He could catch the ball like a receiver. We saw like a long touchdown or almost touchdown just like 2 weeks ago, where they threw it. And I think it was against the Broncos where he ran for a long. It was a pass actually. Just find a way to get the ball into his hands, because once he starts getting those yards, it's going to open up the run for that guy.
And here's a thought I just had: is the tush push hurting the Eagles in that it's 3rd and 1, and they would rather tush push than play action take a shot to A.J. Brown, right? Because on 3rd and 1, when you're in line for the tush push, what can you really do? There's a couple of trick plays. Maybe you could run out of it. But if you're under center, single back, and you turn your back and you're faking it to Saquon, you're opening up so much more than you're just going to push yourself forward for a yard. Am I handing it to Saquon? Now he's a threat. Am I throwing it to A.J. Brown? Am I hitting Devontae Smith? They're eliminating that part of their offense that other teams have, because when we play action to Bijan, it could be huge. And it's the same. They're eliminating that on 3rd down, and they're just pushing forward, getting the yard first down.
It's a weird thing, because the Eagles were the team that were going to tush push, and it was a guarantee that they could get a first down every 3rd and 4th down because of what they were doing on 1st and 2nd down.
Yeah.
So there was no stopping it. And if they had 3rd and short, 4th and short, they were going to go because it was unstoppable. But this year, they're just not executing anything on 1st and 2nd down. And, Brown just, they got him involved now. But for the first couple of weeks, he just wasn't really spreading the ball around. Saquon isn't seeing the ball hardly at all. And when they're handing it to him, unlike the stats show, they're handing it to him early, and then they're giving up on him the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Well, here's A.J. Brown.
Your batteries die?
So
check that beep.
That was my phone.
Okay. Here's so receptions. A.J. Brown is 37th in the league with receptions this year with 25. Okay. He has 45 targets, but I think it needs to be more like 55, 60, right?
Yeah.
So he should be hitting 10 targets every game.
Yeah.
And he's not. The game that he got 10 targets against the Rams, the only game he's got 10 targets, he had 6 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown.
Here you go, Doug.
His only touchdown.
You need one.
So, what was I saying?
Brown not getting the ball enough.
So,
We got to target him more.
He's not. He has 2 games over 43 yards receiving. He has an 80-yard game and that 109-yard game. Other than that, he has 43, 27, 8, and 7. That he's not getting enough targets.
And Vader adds, the Eagles have been extremely lucky to even have a winning record. Eagles need to get healthy. You can tell the difference in the defense with Jalen Carter out. He brings an energy. The efficiency-wise, he's not there to plug some holes. As far as Saquon is concerned, he'll click eventually, are his thoughts. The Eagles need to start the game with a few deep balls, which open up the run. The Eagles receivers are frustrated and they're forcing passes they shouldn't. They're just stacking the box because the Eagles have not been successful enough in passing the game. Yeah. And I think that's your negative with Jalen, is he's not a drop back quarterback. He's a hand the ball off twice.
What would Daniel Jones look like there?
Play action, shotgun. That's where Jalen's going to be. He's very efficient. While he's not, the drop back and pass guy. He's very efficient in finding an open guy. He showed it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
However, let's give him some opportunities. Let's draw the safeties up, and they're doing it the opposite. They're using the passing game to get the run game going, when historically it's used the run game to get your pass game going.
The frustrating thing is to me, they went away from what really, really works, was when Jalen's back there, and he is a threat to pass. He is accurate, and he can throw a good ball. But, it just seems like when he's back there and you spread them out like that, and you have Barkley in the backfield, first of all, you got to give it to that guy on just, not just first down once in a while, and then alienate him for the rest of the game. There's a threat there. You know that Jalen can run, or he's going to hit something short, or he could go over the top on something long. It's just the way these opportunities, you allow your team to develop these opportunities, and they're just not capitalizing on any of this. It's almost like they've made them, like they're just not executing what they should be. There's weapons everywhere.
Yeah, to me,
on
they
that
should,
offense, and they could be unstoppable.
To me, they should
There's
have
something
way
there
more RPOs
that
in
ain't
that
fun.
offense. They should have way more RPOs. He should be every play putting it in Saquon's stomach, reading the DN, seeing if he could take off, also run a slant behind it, something that they're not doing. They're just, I don't know, they're too, like you said, predictable. Maybe this offensive coordinator's not the guy.
You know what's weird? I watched last night's game and I can't remember who played. It just
Well,
slips my mind. But there's there are these little dink and dunk plays and little screens that they're known for, right? Is like, where are they at?
Yeah.
yeah.
Last night's game or Thursday night's game.
Yeah,
was a banger.
let's go over that a little bit.
Yep.
So because
Banger.
it was a crazy
was.
game. Cincinnati, who has not been scoring all season really,
Well, it's been Jake Browning.
33-31 over the Steelers. What a game! I mean, it comes right down to the end of it, and it was just, I thought.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I think the difference was probably the turnovers. Although one was Rodgers' fault, like he overthrew. He overthrew. But then the other one was kind of like ripped out of his receiver's hands, and he somehow got 2 feet in, which was just an amazing play.
Mm-hmm.
But they were going tit for tat to see. His name slips. Went from the Browns. Now he's on the
Flacco.
Bengals. Yeah. So Flacco comes in, and he just injects them with an energy. Like it was literally amazing. The Bengals are at home, and Flacco comes out, and everything is working. He's accurate. All these short passes are just clicking, but when it comes to them rushing the ball, he was unstoppable. I forget the running back's name.
Real quick, Vader said, "Sorry for blowing your stream, blowing up your stream. Looks good. Go Birds, Falcons blow. Love you guys." You're never blowing up our stream. It gives us something to talk about. We love the comments.
But it was.
Tedder said, "What's up, my peeps?"
Yo, what's up, Teddy? They always, the Steelers, even though they lost, they always had an answer. And so did the Bengals. They always had an answer, and they were scoring touchdowns, all kinds of touchdowns. It was amazing to watch. I believe those 2 turnovers probably were the story of the game, and it was awesome to watch right to the end.
So Rodgers, 23 of 34, 249 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. Do you know who the 4 touchdowns went to, by the way, guys?
So they went to
all tight ends.
Yeah, that's right. I remember saying all tight ends.
2 to Freiermuth, who had a big 68-yarder. He had 5 catches for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then you had Jonnu Smith, 3 catches for 28 yards and a touchdown, and Darnell Washington, 3 catches for 2 yards and a touchdown. Metcalf had 3 catches for 50 yards. Yeah.
And the rushing on both sides.
Well, Jalen Warren had 16 carries for 127 yards, so that was a really good night, right?
And guys, I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was before the game.
Who, Warren?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, we're talking about Warren, not Wilson.
Yeah, Warren.
Yeah.
I know who Wilson is. Super Bowl MVP winning quarterback.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. On the other side, Flacco, 47 attempts, dude. He flung the ball. 31 of 47.
Yo, can you put some ice on that elbow, baby?
He's
Speaking of that,
40
before you
years
get into
old.
it, how about the last Hail Mary that Rogers threw?
Oh
up?
yeah.
It was like 63 yards in the air, like
Yo.
right toward like 1 yard deep into.
Well, he's been known for being
he
amazing
put
Hail
it down
Mary.
there like there was a shot. There was a shot.
Yo, he is the porn star of the football business. With a throw like that, man, talk about going deep.
So Flacco, 3 touchdowns,
He
no
still
picks.
got it, guys.
Right. Chase Brown, 11 carries for 108 yards. So he only touched the ball 11 times, almost 10 yards a carry,
Yeah.
and no touchdowns. And then receiving, here we go. Jamar Chase, career high, 16 receptions for 161 yards, 10 yards a carry, and 1 touchdown.
Ran all over him.
Higgins, 6 catches for 96 yards. He almost had 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yo, let's just, before you go,
And Noah Fant, tight end.
how does
5 tight ends, 5 touchdowns to tight
Yeah.
ends during this game.
Chase, how is he so open? Do you know he dropped a ball or two? He actually dropped 2 balls, I think. So imagine what I mean. That could have been.
Well, he might be the
was
best route
always
runner.
Open,
Yeah, he might be the best route runner in the NFL.
dude. He was always open. They had no answer for Chase. That Chase was the story of the game, really, for Flacco. And then rushing, they ran. Both teams had a great runners. They had great rushing.
Yeah. Listen, 860 yards of offense. So
Wow.
the Bengals actually had 27 first downs.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And time of possession, almost by 10 minutes, 34 and a half to 25 and a half.
Think about this. Flacco's there
So-
a week and a half. And they mentioned that when he stepped in there and he just had, a couple of like pre-snaps, running routes and everything, he was like, Chase, he immediately said to be able to have the opportunity to come here and be able to throw the ball to, people like Chase and Higgins. He was like, they instantly clicked and they knew that Flacco was their guy right from the get-go. That's why you bring in a legend like Flacco, who is just going to understand your playbook right off of the bat and just be an instant fit in there. He's only been there a week and a half, and look at what he was able to do.
Someone made an AI of Flacco saying like, hey, what was the key to the game? He's like, I just said, fuck it, Jamar down there somewhere.
Yo, you know what the meme, the biggest meme of this week is Chase catches all those balls for all those yards, and he throws an easy pass right down the middle. It's like 5 yards, and Chase drops it, and the camera spans to Flacco's face, and he's like this. Like he couldn't believe it. So that's what all the memes are
He
going
only
to
had
be
16 catches, no big deal.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
He actually dropped.
It's a fun one. It was a fun one. Tedder added in, he doesn't know what happened to the Eagles this year. I bleed green, but thought we would look stronger.
Yeah, keep leading the green, baby. I mean, they're gonna find a way, but right now they're in a funk that nobody understands. It
happens every year. Like I said, they
because it's not injuries.
threaten
I
to
believe
fire
at this point.
Sirianni, and they'll be all right.
Maybe defensively, but offensively they should be
guys.
clicking. And bless you.
Well, let's get on to our picks.
Let's get into the picks.
So we talked about the Eagles and Vikings. Eagles are 1.5 point favorites at the Vikings. Matt took the Vikings 20-17. Adam?
He's picking the Eagles to lose again, huh?
He is.
Carson Wentz beating the Vikings. I want to see it.
Can you?
See it. Is Jalen Carter back?
Carson Wentz beating the Vikings?
Or, sorry, beating the Eagles.
Yeah.
We know what you meant.
Okay.
but-
Well,
sorry.
he also could beat the Vikings.
yeah. Yo, he might beat
It's
his
a
own.
toss-up on who Wentz is going to beat this week. I don't know, man. I just don't see the Eagles dropping another one. So
But we got 2 Eagles fans. Yo, don't let the 2 Eagles fans in the chat.
you're right,
sway you.
Vikings.
You're taking the upset then?
Yeah, 28-14.
Vikings?
Yeah.
Is it the
Vikings?
upset though?
It is. Donnie,
So,
Eagles are 1.5 point favorites going into Minnesota in the Dome.
do you know every time that I have gone against Minnesota, They've proved me wrong. And every time I've gone for the Minnesota Vikings, I was right.
All right.
So I can't go against that.
So who are you taking?
If I go against them, I'm wrong.
He's taking the
And if
upset.
I
You know
take
how it
them-
works.
So I also have to take the upset. And I'm going to say it's going to be a close one. I heard 24-17 or something like that. The Eagles have to score some points. I would like to think they do. But
Vader says,
gonna
when's the last time the Vikings beat the Eagles? And Tedder said he's unfollowing because of
yeah,
because of your pick.
Yeah, unfollow, unsub.
That's it.
I'm
leaving
gonna
for
say-
work now and driving up
No,
there.
no,
He's
stay.
leaving work.
No, stay. I get to pick it. What's your score?
It's going to be 29-2. The Eagles are going to get a safety.
29-2.
Yeah.
All right.
But listen,
I'm taking Eagles.
29-2.
you could take the Eagles.
I
It's
am
rubbing
taking
it in.
Eagles.
Yep.
I think Wentz
Just
is
wait
not.
'em.
I think the Wentz factor is not going to matter at
You
this
don't
one.
think?
I don't. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to say 31-17.
I hate watching Wentz run. It looks like a freshly born deer.
Show how Wentz runs on camera.
No, don't do that. The next one we have the Redskins
Where he keeps faking.
going to the Cowboys. The Redskins are 1.5 point favorites going into Dallas. Matt said Redskins 21-17.
The Redskins.
Adam?
That's the Raiders. Anyway, I think Daniels pulls it together and pulls this one out. I'm going to say Washington because they're not the Redskins anymore. So the Commanders
The Redskins are
are going to win 31-17. How many is that, Donnie?
2 touchdowns.
Hi, Donnie. I'm Doug.
Yeah. Are you going to pick the upset this week?
I am going to pick the upset.
Go ahead.
Well, because you know the Redskins are this team where you got to wonder how can they not put it together. They have these like eagle moments that I don't understand. You know, Daniels just comes back. He should be lighting everybody up. He should be doing dances on their face, and so I am also gonna pick the Redskins. I would never badmouth the Redskins by calling them the Commanders, by the way. So
Yeah.
you should,
Sorry.
You're doing the squad at injustice.
yeah.
True believers are
You know
always
what?
the
I'm gonna
Redskins.
buy you a Redskins shirt that I can no longer buy on eBay.
Thanks,
I could get.
guys.
Yeah.
I lost my way.
I also believe that this is going to be a close one, not like 29-2 or anything like that. And I think there's only going to be one safety in all of our games. This one's going to have 2 safeties. No, I'm only kidding. 30-17. The Raiders. I mean the Redskins are they're gonna take it to the Cowboys.
Real quick, Vader added in, not if you want to change your pick, Donnie. Fun fact, Eagles haven't lost to Vikings since 2019. They beat the Vikings last 3 straight times, once being in the playoffs.
Okay.
And that's with Sam Darnold at the helm.
Yep. You know what? I'm changing my pick.
You're changing it?
Yep.
He can.
I'm going Eagles.
You convinced him, Vader.
I'm going Eagles.
29-2.
What's the score? 29-2?
No, now we gotta be more realistic now. We're gonna do Eagles,
Jesus Christ.
and they're gonna squeak it out 24-23.
24-23. All right.
Yep. Thank you. I didn't know that.
CD Lamb is back. Let's get back on track.
Let's go, Birds, he said.
CD Lamb is back. I'm taking the Cowboys. They're going to beat the Redskins 28-23. Yeah.
Not happening.
CD's back.
All right.
And I hate the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. They have to win this game. So anyhow,
Yeah, are the Cowboys gonna keep winning? Like,
what are you talking about?
I mean, they won last week, and the
Next
and the week
game.
before, even when the Cowboys lost, they looked like they could have won.
Yeah,
they're actually looking
Yeah.
good. Are they going to keep this up though? That's the thing. Okay, Cowboys can't.
We have
They have a history ever since Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and and the rest of the gang left. They just have this history of fucking it all up.
You'll find out. I took them. Texans at Seattle. Seattle's 3.5-point favorites. Matt said Seattle 28-21. Adam?
Seattle 28-21.
Not 2 touchdowns.
Nah.
Oh, so Matt said 28-21. You're saying 28-21?
Yeah.
Donnie?
I feel like we're on a game show right now. Go against Seattle, and lose. Because that's what I've done all year long. If I go against Seattle, I lose. I'm not doing it anymore. Seattle 28-21. Yeah. Yeah, you know why? Because you guys pick Seattle. I don't pick Seattle. I'm the odd man out. I always lose. So I'm going with you guys.
I am going with you guys this week on this one. I think Seattle wins.
28-21.
It's not going to be 28-21.
You know it is.
No, because
what if we all get it right? We all get a point.
No one's scoring that many points against Texas. So I'm going to say
Texas has been looking real good, by the way. Carson Wentz.
19-15.
You ruined it.
Something, Carson? You did. You ruined it. I can't even.
We'll see who's closer to this one.
That's it.
Where are you going? All right. Here's a good one. Falcons somehow going into Niner territory are 2.5-point favorites. I don't know how that's possible.
How?
And I'm a Niners fan, folks. Don't know how that's possible. Matt said Falcons 28-24, which I said I think the Falcons should be like a 4-point favorite, so that's right on par.
Yep, he agrees.
Yes.
He did agree.
Adam.
There's a method to his madness.
No, I think we're going to destroy them.
Not destroy.
Destroy.
Okay.
I'm saying
3 touchdowns? Like,
No.
No.
2 touchdowns.
35-7.
Ooh.
35-7. Could you imagine if it's up like 31-0?
Oh. Yeah, how would he sit there?
Yeah.
He'd be like this next week. He won't even be able to look at you because all you're going to do is scream about their coach. Shanahan this, Shanahan that. Why is he still our coach?
Well, you're up there.
Well, I've gone against both of your teams enough. And now I'm forced to pick one. Okay? If I go against the Niners, I win every single time.
Yep.
So I'm going to continue that. But I love you.
It's all good.
I do. Skittle's coming back.
Yep.
Right? Is his name Skittle?
Yeah.
I think Skittle's going to make a difference
It's
in this
Marshawn
game,
Lynch,
but
but-
not enough to. I don't know. I went against him last week, and man, what a dagger in my lung. I feel like the Falcons' defense is really just going to crush. And Lloyd and Bijan. I want to be really, really accurate with this score.
In London.
The
Yes.
score is going to be. Is it London?
Yes.
Not Lambden. London.
Darnell Mooney's back.
Names. Mooney's back.
Our left tackle might play.
The score is going to be 35-14.
You guys.
Vader adds in, hey, the Falcons winning this week. Adam better just play the lottery. Better chance of winning that.
Anyway,
I agree.
Listen,
I agree, Vader.
let Doug pick his favorite team and
So-
stop.
Niners. Kittle's back.
Oh, that's his name.
Our defense is not going to stop San Francisco. I'm afraid.
Did
I'm
you say-
afraid.
did you
Atlanta.
say-
He meant
I'm
Atlanta.
in Atlanta, right?
It's kind of like Carson Wentz.
Get your names
Stop
right,
him,
Donnie.
Yeah.
Well, you just did the same thing.
Niners
about-
are going to pull this out with a end of regulation, time running out, Eddie Pinheiro, 52-yard field goal. 21-20.
Not happening.
No. There's a nicer way of saying that, Adam.
Oh.
From your lips to God's ears there, Dougie. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Is that the game of the week? The
No.
3-pointer?
Did you do your
I
little
wish.
thing yet?
Oh, well, I didn't do my thing for Big Doug's Big Dick Pick Weeks games. Did I do that?
Immediately screwed it up.
Yeah, I know, but that's because he never gives me an
Yeah,
opportunity to
true.
say it.
So
It
you're
needs to be
rusty.
on.
You're rusty. Yeah. All right, now's the big one.
Are you guys ready? Give me a drum roll, baby. Come on, Adam. Help him out. Got the wine glass nipples out.
Don't break it.
What's it called again? It's the Big Deep. I keep thinking about these Big D picks. Balls deep. Game of the week. Take it away, Dougie.
We have the Colts going in to the Chargers.
That nobody
the
has
Chargers
faith in.
are 1.5 point favorites.
How?
These guys are blowing it up. It's going to be a good game.
They know how to pick them, apparently.
Colts. Matt said the Colts are going to squeak it out 23-21. Or 23-17, I'm sorry.
Where's the game being played?
In L.A. So
Does that
the Colts get to go into L.A. and, get a little warmer than it is in Indianapolis.
Yeah, hostile environment for him, I guess.
Adam?
I think Harbaugh's a great coach. He's not going to blow this game. He's going to shut down Daniel Jones. If anyone's going to find his weaknesses, it's Harbaugh. I think the Chargers offense is exciting, right? All the Johnston and Ladd and
Haskins.
Yep. Haskins.
He's a running back.
What about
He's
Robbins?
the third running back.
Is there a Robbins in there too? I'm getting hungry for ice cream.
Baskin Robbins. That's what he's trying
What are you
to say.
talking about? Anyway.
Didn't even get it.
I did.
Yeah, the
It's
fat guy.
Haskins.
Yeah.
Fluffy. I mean,
Yeah. Baskin's Robbins. The 37 flavors.
Baskin and Robbins. 30. You know how many flavors they have?
I've actually never had ice
that's
cream.
my man.
Never had ice cream.
Anyhow.
I hear it's good.
Yeah.
So I'm going Chargers. What did Matt pick?
Colts.
No, the score.
23-17.
Chargers 23-17.
Original.
Donnie?
I think it's going to be, Indianapolis keeps winning and winning and winning, finding ways to win. Chargers, I want them to keep losing and finding ways to lose. If they lose and the Broncos win, we could be number one in the division. I need them to lose. I'm not supposed to pick with my heart, but my brain is talking about my heart. I want to pick with my head instead of my heart. And if I were to align my brain with my heart, which is impossible because one is above one another, maybe you can align it this way? No, because if you draw a straight line down through the middle of my mind, it would miss my heart and go right through my penis. Trying to figure this out.
So you're picking with your brain and your
I have
penis.
an algebraic kind of way of being able to line this up.
That's great.
I want the Chargers to lose so bad. And they're gonna. Because my little buddy here is gonna help me. I believe that the Indianapolis Colts go into LA and they just absolutely Wilson their ass. Just like Wilson the Broncos ass.
Hey, what you touching my head for?
Yo, if that
That's what he
makes
said.
any sense at all, I'm picking Indianapolis because I want them to win. I will them to win. I will be standing in front of my TV. I will be coaching them to doom the other team, which is the Chargers, and they're going to win. I'm feeling like they're going to win pretty big, too. It's going to be really, really close for most of the game, and then going to smack. What do they call that in the car business?
Clubbing a baby seal?
Clubbing a baby seal. Back in the 90s. If you're buying a pre-owned car, baby,
What did I do?
you wake up in the shower the next morning. Take it Indianapolis. 42-20.
42-20. Wow.
42-20. Yeah.
That is close.
How does this helmet not fit his head?
So,
Put it back in his hand, Donnie.
3 names. First one being Jonathan Taylor.
Thomas.
Yeah,
They're
close.
not- they're
close
not-
enough, Doug. Close.
Jonathan Taylor. They're not going to be able to.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah. You can't say his middle name and not his last name. I'm only kidding. I don't even know the player's name.
So, my gosh.
Oh, it's coming apart at the seams.
Tyler
Sorry,
Warren.
Matt.
He's from Home Alone.
Sorry, Matt. This is what happens.
Wait, Home Improvement? He's from Home
They're
Improvement.
just not going to. Chargers can't stop them. Can't stop them.
Who can?
Colts.
This year? Who can? Or who did? They
Colts.
actually lost once, but it ain't going to happen this game.
Colts 38. Chargers 24. How many? How much
many?
is that?
That sounds like 3 touchdowns by my math.
You
And I
blew
got
it.
good math. Did I blow it? I blew it.
How much is that, Adam?
2 touchdowns. That was my impression of Donnie.
38-24. I feel it. I feel they're going to run over them.
From your lips to somebody's ears. Yeah. Wow.
That's it. That's
We got
our.
through
That's
it.
our.
Anticlimactic there.
That's our. I'm just saying. I gave you the names. I
The
mean,
ball's deep. Game of the week,
Daniels,
boy.
Warren, Taylor. They can't stop them. Big game.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Anyway, thanks for joining in, everyone. We appreciate the comments. Hope to hear from you next week. Glad to see you woke up early, Vader, and Tedder's messaging him from work. He's actually driving down here because he's pissed about the Eagles thing.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Don't forget Niners 21-20.
Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.